Hello, this is Dr. Jewel Williams. Look at that. So I'm just coming on real quick to talk to you for our author moment about what I'm calling, it's called Revive 15 sale. That is the code that you could use if you're ordering from my website. Now, to be honest, I don't know how to fix that on all of the platforms, but if you are interested in any of my books, I've got beautiful, tons of books. Broken China makes a beautiful mosaic. It's a book that talks about marriage, and I share honestly, transparently about some of the struggles that I went through in my marriage before the Lord took the brokenness of our marriage and made something beautiful from it. The Path of the Preacher. It's a book that talks about really what it means to be not only a preacher, but a child of God. That call, that preaching, praying, purpose, preparation, power, path, and then how to present yourself. So I use the life of Moses to talk about how some of us really are trying to tell God, you sure you call me? And that's called The Path of the Preacher. In the Name, the Attributes of God. This was done from my dissertation work and just looking at the names and the different attributes of God and how they then show up in us. I Am Delivered. This is the workbook. I also have the book. This talks about really kind of walking through the process of deliverance, and that self-deliverance, that one-on-one with God type of deliverance, or even preparing yourself for those that will go and have someone minister to them, but even preparing yourself before you go to minister. And so this comes with the beautiful workbook. If you can see, it's thick, so it's got some meat to it. But that's just some of my books that I have for adults, but also write children's books under my name, Jules Bloom, as you can see. Now, let me tell you where I got this from. My mom, when she was carrying me, she said God spoke to her and told her that the child she was carrying was going to be a writer. And she named me Jules, Jules, after Jules Verne, because that was a writer. Now, she didn't tell me I spelled my name Jewel, after my dad, because that's how he spelled his name. And I thought that was super cool. But if you notice, I always have flowers. So the bloom comes from something that God has just been showing me through my walk with him for several years, is that just this constant reminder that I am a seed, and I go from a seed to a bloom, and then I go from a seed to a bloom, and a seed to a bloom. So I also have The Seed Life. That's another book. But In My Daddy's Shoes, this is one of the books that I did, and it's just a really fun children's book. Great artwork. I love the artwork. It was kind of watercolors. Young lady Lark was the illustrator for this. This one also comes what I call a Benti box, which is a cute little lunch box. It comes with the book, comes with some stickers and other great things, and then it comes in a nice little keepsake box. All of those are on sale on my website. And then I also have the series In My Neighborhood. This is just two of them, and they come in English and Spanish, and there's also a coloring book. So Revive 15, if you order directly from my website, you will be able to take advantage of those sales. So I really appreciate, thank you for those who have been ordering. I just recently sent out several orders for the children's books. I get a really good review from those that have the book. They like it, especially the one with the little girl Benti. her dad's in the military, so she's always trying to be a big girl and a soldier. So if you know any families that are military families, this is super cool book for a daddy's girl of a military father. So again, any of these books, and these are just a few. I've written over 24 books. So there's several books. This is just a handful. I appreciate your support. As I always say, support an author, and let it be me today. God bless.